There we go. All right. Hope you're all having a good one. Hello, hello. How's it going? All right. Now we're back to the normal 4. How are you doing? All right. We're back to our normal level. Hope you're all having a good one. There we go. Let's get going. We're on row 5. How are y'all doing? Happy August. We've reset the counter. We're back to level 1. Well, we're back to level 0, but we're already at level 1. So there you go. Hope you're all having a good start to your weekend. Yoshi, hope you're having a good one. Daioh, good to see you. Mimi, hope you're doing well. How was the day with the help in the hospital? I think the email that I got from YouTube just proves that this system is broken. Hey Wincing, how's it going? Happy weekend. Hey Coffee, how are you doing? Yeah, no, we established that the lowest my anger scale is going to get is 4. It's been a bit brutal there, but you're safe. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. That's what matters. You know, I'm honestly, I'm not going to talk about YouTube. It's not worth it. It's not important. So we'll just move on. So I hope you're all having a good start to your weekend. I had another full day of a training session. I seemed a bit angered. Yeah, I know. You know, in the grander scheme of things, it's pathetic and it's not important. So I'm just whatever. I think it just proves that the system is broken, and which is largely what I expected. AI nonsense? What are you talking about? Engaged is clearly the stage between enraged and volcanic. It says so on the chart. Today saw a whole section of manga at the shop, and you did not buy a thing. Nice. What, was it in Portuguese? You're working on a mitten? You're working on a mitten and winging it as of now. It's okay. Featuring a true crochet ribbing. So the other thing you were showing was a fake crochet ribbon? Oh. Wow. Hey! That looks pretty good. That's looking nice. It'll go really great with the hat. So do you know what you're gonna do at all? I need to be really careful about Discord. Sorry, hold on. I need to be really careful about Discord because people have been sending me their addresses. Hey, there we go. This is from Mimi. Hey, very cool. I love it. So you guys come and bring a bunch of supplies and stuff, support. That's really nice. Well, again, I hope. I can't even imagine what you're seeing, so please stay safe. In Portuguese, Spanish, French, and English. Wow. That's a long trip. You're doing an increase for the thumb and you'll see from there. Okay. I was gonna say, I mean, you said mitten, so I assume that means no finger hole, no fingers. No fingies. That is medicine for the hospital. That's nice. That's really great to be able to do that. 24 hours to drive there? That's pretty good. I mean, can't imagine what all the roads are like. Oh, some pics in Discord. Okay, thank you. Hey, you got it! Hold on, wait. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'm trying to figure out what these characters mean. This cho, doesn't that mean... Actually, I don't know what that means. Oh, it's beautiful. That's a beautiful blade. Don't be very, 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 very careful. The method of handling. Caution on use and method of handling. Good advice. Wait a minute. Okay. So what, it is very sharp, yeah, I can imagine. We've heard stories about Japanese knives. Congratulations. So what finally happened?
This is a Japanese knife that my sister-in-law gave me that's used for harikiri.
Lots of coffee, drive non-stop, a lot of coffee.
Whatever that's called, and vegetables, depending on what your mood is.
The police had to be involved and you paid a crap load. Oh man. For the time that it stayed in their warehouse, really? Wow. So it's basically just extortion. You're fed up, you said F it. I'm sorry, that's why when I say like the whole crap with YouTube is just like laughable. It's insulting, but it's laughable. Like this sort of stuff, it's just sad, ridiculous. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Getting extorted from a import company on their holding the object that you had ordered from another country. Like, really? I remember that happening in the early days, ordering things from the chainmail place in Canada, maybe like 20 years ago, where if it was a really large order, there would be customs involved, and the amount of shenanigans you had to go through to get your stuff was ridiculous, and you paid a lot more because some other broker was there to do everything and handle it. It was ridiculous. Anyway, anytime customs are involved, it's just a nightmare. Happy didn't bore everyone with what was happening. Oh, I'm sorry though. Oh, well, I'm thinking about it though. So yeah, we love drama. Only if it's YouTube drama. Hey Corin, how's it going? Check out Goshi's Japanese knife. In case you missed the giveaways yesterday, here's the giveaways. Sure Misfire won the chainmail. Winsing Chicken, Alpaca, Corin, and Sea Clown got the Whiplock prints. Low Base Guy, Semi, Amu, Goshi, and Macrofina got the calligraphy. Jamie Farmer got the VIP, and Nipmum, if you're around, you got the Better Twitch TV choice, which I realize you probably don't care about. Need to translate the instructions? Well, you know, Google Lens will probably be pretty good there, because you've never used a knife. Well, you've never used a knife like this. It's going to tell you how to properly speak to your knife and address it. There's certain ways you should bow to your knife. We are ready for the weekend. Are you ready for the weekend, Corin? Did Goshi go to Japan? Yeah, it would have been less expensive, probably. Next time you cook with the family, you can be like those people. Don't touch my Japanese knife. Yeah, the photos on Discord. Yeah, they're sideways. I got tired of turning my head. Turn the monitor. No deal. Well, the training session went way too long again. There's an old joke I heard about military training, and by training I mean like PowerPoint training, which was the Army knows how to cram 2 hours worth of material in 3 days. And that's kind of how this felt. Very much like this could have been one day. I mean, there was good material, but it did not need to be 2 days. You're out to watch Matlock. Hey, enjoy, have fun. No, it wasn't an email. It was fine. The training was fine. It was just there was so much extra stuff that was not necessary. It could have been a lot shorter. Hey, Knots and Stitches, how are you doing? It is August 1st. The T is resetting to 0. Our chat graphic is back to nothing. Our level is back to 0, but we're already at 1. There's somebody whose subscription renews on the 1st of the month. Oh. Boy, you know, one side of this is pretty long. It feels like I've been doing this forever. And we're still on the one side. It's 15 degrees cooler today than yesterday. Yeah, it's a lot cooler here too. It's nice. The Kark sub yesterday, just after the... Yeah, I know. Poor Kark. So there's the problem there for the level of the stream. I go by Twitch stats. So Twitch stats are regardless about whether people put their sub in chat or not. The thing about putting your sub in chat, that's just what triggers Mix It Up to give you credit for the T. So I already had Kark's subscription from when it auto renewed or whenever she had renewed it previously from the level of the stream. But yeah, for the purpose of the giveaway, she was like literally 10 minutes behind, having 600 extra points. Unfortunately, I don't know a good way to do that. As it was, somehow Wincing managed to trigger hers twice, so I had to excise one of those. Whatever. Technology. It was 90 today? Wow, it's like 72 here today. Like it was 90, it was 92 yesterday, and it's like 70 today. 72, 73. Like, it's shockingly cool out there for the first day of August. Those instructions are stupid. Did you go through the translation? Pop them on your phone and voila, yeah. Unfortunately, with that training session, it went an hour longer than, again, like, we technically got out early, but like, holy crap. It started at 9, and it was constant. Ugh. What are they training to do? No, it's generative AI. Google's generative AI course. Yeah, it was a 2-day event. And again, like, it could have been much more condensed. Now, then again, I will say it was designed for people without any familiarity with AI and terminology. So, you know, the amount that I learned that was new was very minimal. Okay, actually, so I need to do 3 single crochets in this stitch. Oh man, I hope. I'm nervous. I'm starting to see stuff like this. Like, oh, I hope that's not happening everywhere. If it is, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to like tie this off so that it doesn't come loose. In fact, I should probably just do that now. Unfortunately, like, it's really hard to figure out where the right area is. Oh. Like, and I can't really form a knot that easily. You had to buy more yarn from the alpaca farm. They offer free delivery to their town, in their town. Oh, nice. Oh, that's cool. So they're kind of close. That's pretty neat. Alright, let's get back to it. They usually drive to the place to deliver it themselves, so they also cut on shipping. Yeah, that's nice. They're next to a high school. That's funny. Oops. Honestly, the number of stitches don't matter anymore because we're just crocheting one-to-one. And there's no other really like fancy thing going on, so I don't really need to count at all. It's just stitch, stitch, stitch. Alpaca farm next to the high school. Oh, it's YouTube comment adjudication time. Okay, help me out here. We need to review, I need your help reviewing a YouTube comment and what to do with it. Ban them. All right, we got 2 comments from the same person on the Azumanga chapter. Looking back, I'm pretty sure that the author has never met real-life middle school girls. That one's fine. That one's fine. I can improve this. This one, it feels like I'm being taught a detailed reading of the Bible, except it's a cartoon about middle school girls. What the fuck does that even mean? Like, what are, I don't even understand what they're trying to say. Either way, I think this is a delete. I can improve this one. Like, okay, fine. Looking back, it's the same person. It's the same person. But this one, like, I have no idea what, I think I'm just gonna delete this one. I could report it. Yes, they're referring to me translating, but yeah, well, right. I'm deleting it. Whatever. Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't understand. Is that like? Just delete it. I get so few back. Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. I don't care, right? whatever. Most definitely a kid. I would have been more inclined to keep it if it wasn't like a religious reference. Like if they had said like I was being taught a reading from a complicated manual, then I would have been like, yeah, sure, whatever. But like from the Bible, like what? Slide in some Bible back. The other book that's generally taught is the Bible. I mean, but like as opposed to like a biology textbook or a chemistry textbook or like any other language textbook. Rage bait. Hey, Mega Sweet, how's it going? No, I think it was just kind of like someone really not thinking about what they were saying. You get, wait. You don't have a lot of people reading those to you? You get that with the Bible? Okay. Maybe the person has some bad Bible. That's right. That's right. We'll start referring to them as chapter and verse. Instead of volumes and chapter, it will now be Azumanga Daioh, chapter 3, verse 24. Those wild Bible thumpers over there. Yeah. I think it's again, like I couldn't understand what the point of the comment was. Was it that it felt very didactic? Like it felt very didactic, or it felt very dry? I don't know. Anyway, and anyway, it was weird enough that it's like, I think this is probably just safer to ignore. Hey Schmergel, how's it going? How are you doing? Happy weekend. You know, honestly, if that's the worst of the comments I ever get, that's not a bad thing. I get plenty of comments that are clearly like bot spam, where it's like a generic comment that like keep going. Like, are you actually human? Good, excellent. Glad to hear it. I'm trying to make up for lost time crocheting here. Keep going. You can do it. Well, it's funny, right? That kind of makes sense on a project like this. Like, all right, you can do it. When it's on the chapter about reading a manga chapter, faster. Actually, here, let me see. So literally. AI is more eloquent than most humans, you know. Here's the latest comments that I haven't commented on. Howdy there. W, keep going. There was someone who really liked the thanks. This was hard to find. This guy, this person's actually fine. I just didn't have anything to say to that. This was super interesting to watch. Yeah, I mean, it's like whatever. Hey, sure, Misfire, how's it going? You just woke up. The title of the stream made you laugh your ass off. Yeah, we've been edging for the last few days. We're gonna be edging all weekend. It's gonna be a rough weekend. We're almost done though. We're halfway through this round, and there's one round after this. Bankai. Yeah, one person said Bankai, which is like, okay, that's appropriate. But like, I'm not gonna respond to that. It's just like thumbs up. Wait. There we go. Bankai. But yeah, we're gonna explode on Monday. Sure, Misfire, how you doing? Yeah, I want to be able to finish this tomorrow. I think we can get there. The each row here is about 830, 840 stitches, single crochets. And we're about halfway through the second of the 3 rows that are just the single crochets. But it's after this next row, we're back to purple and we're done. We're going to start our amigurumi exploration after this. So for those interested, we're going to be kind of looking at the basics of amigurumi, kind of getting used to different techniques for making different types, and then using that to make our own amigurumi. So I think that should be kind of interesting and fun. That would be interesting and fun for me at least. Oh no, I thought that was the corner. That was like a fake corner. The corner. I need the Price is Right booby sound. Wait, hold on. I got it. I'm gonna put that on my soundboard later. I thought the corner was here, and it's just more that we're only barely halfway through this side, so that's the appropriate response. Anyway. Stitch mark. No, it wasn't. It's not that. It's obvious when I'm actually at the corner. It's just the corner is actually like way over here. More edging, yes. Crochet taught you patience. Keep going. You can do it. You got this. There are polite forms of encouragement that I want to use in contexts that are very inappropriate. More edging, yeah. We can't for the rest of the stream. Hey, when we were when we did the tentacle hat, when we did the octopus hat, we had all those tentacles. We were edging those tentacles for a while, and that stream as much as possible. I think it draws a bigger crowd. Everyone's here for the edging. They know what's coming after project's done. The big finish. 10 tickles. Well done. Yes. There were only 8 tickles. Although ironically they had popcorn stitches on them that I suppose could have been construed as test tickles. I need to come up with a better way to deploy the hats. The only hat I have currently within reach is the Oogie Boogie, hood. The jellyfish hat and the octopus hat are too far away for me to grab. Fake corner? No, yeah, it's a fake corner. We're a good 100 or so stitches away from the corner. That's the thing, right? It's like, oh no, it's miles and miles. There you go. This is where the corner is. You can't. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, big corner. I don't know. I think the lesson is like I should have a project. Every project I should do that's crochet should have edging in it, because clearly it's the more exciting draw. What was it, like 2 days ago when we were edging, and then we did the package from Japan, and then I read Jujutsu Kaisen, and we like 20 people left. I was like, oh, okay, well. Although to be fair, that may have been when the bots broke, now that I look back at it. Yeah, and I was like, oh, was it Jujutsu Kaisen or was it Bleach? May have been Bleach. Today is Jujutsu Kaisen. In case you missed it though, I got an email like 2 hours ago. I got an email from YouTube 2 hours ago saying my dispute was not reviewed within 30 days, so the copyright claim on my video has now been released. So, yeah. So pretty much what I've discovered so far, I have contested almost every copyright claim since we first discovered, since Coffee had pointed this out like a month ago. None of them have been resolved early, so I expect all of them to just basically time out like the email you just saw, which again to me is further proof that the system is just broken. It's why that person has a page that says how to dispute the claims, because they know that there's false positives. And it's probably why they don't review the claims, because they probably have hundreds of these claims, counterclaims against them, and they would spend all their time resolving false claims. So again, I think that's pretty much shows you that the system is broken. But, you know, that's where we are. Whew, it's a lot of tiny stitches here. Oh, the good news is, oh crap. The good news is I've got another little secret project going on that I've alluded to. I'm almost done with it. I'm looking forward to showing it off. It's not that big of a deal, but it's kind of fun. It is also Bleach related, so a little bit of a teaser. As long as the artist isn't... Well, no, that's not the problem. That's not the problem. The problem is that it is a fundamentally incorrect match. So they make a false claim based on an incorrect match. They say that there's a copyright violation with this person's copyright, but the claim itself is incorrect. Bleach related? Something white or discolored? It could be. Bleach jeans? I am kind of interested to try out making a Unity programming agent and seeing how well that works. So the idea would be to create an agent that is a Unity programmer to help do some like test programming in Unity, see how easy it is to actually make something that way, rather than me trying to learn Unity from scratch. I started looking into Unity like a couple years ago, but it's a really slow process. Do I have a day job? I do. I basically spend all of my non-day job time streaming though, so. Which largely means my place is a mess. It's pretty much when I'm done streaming, I go to bed. And then I wake up and I go to work. I get off work and I stream. And then I go to bed. On the plus side, the week goes really fast that way. In fact, we're coming up on 3 years. I think it's September 5th is the, or September, early September is our 3 years affiliate anniversary. So I'll have to come up with something special, I guess. Same for you? All your free time goes to hobbies? Yeah, all right. Before I was streaming, I just watched other streams and did my hobbies while I was watching the streams, so. Whoa, hey Sea Clown. Hey, there's the corner, finally. How you doing, Sea Clown? What's with the gritty goose? Or whatever it's called. It is a gritty goose. Happy weekend. Whoa, your Hannah Montana MP3 player arrived already? You got a bunch of music off Bandcamp to add to it? That's awesome. Gonna be rocking that thing. You got something else too, didn't you? Or were you just like, you were being tempted by the Barbie Walkman or whatever? Things are going well here. Well, wait. You won something. Hey, you won a woodblock print this month. We did our giveaways yesterday. These were our winners for stuff. Well, all these were the winners for stuff. I need to post this in Discord still. But you were being tempted by the Barbie cassette player. Oh, okay, you chose not to buy it. Do you have any cassettes? I think I actually still have a bunch of cassettes. Okay, we're coming up on the other corner here. Yeah, congratulations. So I have a strange cassette collection. When I was in college, I took my first semester, I took a music history course. And I think like a lot of classes like that, people probably thought like, oh, music history. And of course, this ends up being like a very serious course. And one of the most fascinating things about the course was every week, the professor had put together what was in essence a mixed tape. Oh, we got ads. Sorry. The professor put it together a mixed tape of just lots of music, early music. So right, I mean, it was music history. So we started with chant and early, what's the word I'm looking for? Not polyphony. Anyway, early music, etc., etc. So a lot of early vocal music, etc. I forget how far we went. I think we only went to like the Renaissance. But every week there was like a good 60 minutes of music to listen to, and I copied those cassettes. And they're just a great selection of music. Now, of course, the recordings are horrible quality, because he was mixing them typically off of like records and stuff that the library had. But I've got a ton of those. I also used to record, they would play musicals on the radio. I've got a whole selection of musicals that were aired on the radio, which is kind of funny. But like musicals that you would find it really hard to find recordings of nowadays. I think at one point I copied those to audio, but I think the quality is pretty poor again, right? There's just a lot of static and background noise. So I'd be kind of curious, like today's technology, how well it could clean those up. I'd also be kind of curious whether, I mean, I assume those recordings are all in some database somewhere and whatever, but did I do 3 in there? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I did. Wow. My brain was on autopilot, but it did the right thing, so good job, brain. Oh, sorry, I missed some. Poor cassette player, so lonely. Not currently, but oh, cassettes. Not currently. You listen to artists that still release them. Just check band making their first full-length album, pre-ordering a cassette. I saw Britney Spears cassette somewhere. I think I've got some Belinda Carlisle and Tiffany, and probably some Amy Grant cassettes. I think when I still have all my CDs, I think one of the earliest CDs I have is probably the early 90s. Talking about like old technology. My neighbor across the street was a big computer geek, and we both had built our own computers and everything. He also had like a Commodore 64 that he kept up and everything. But he bought a CD player when it was external, and it was 1 speed. It was like the first CD-ROM, so it was a 1 speed. And I remember he bought it, and I think we tried to play Seventh Guest, which is one of the first. I think it was the first computer game that actually came out on CD only. And if you're familiar with Seventh Guest, it had like a lot of full motion video. It wasn't great, but anyway, which is why it needed the space for this from the CD. But it was really slow. I mean, really slow. And I think within like a week or two, he bought a 2-speed CD-ROM. Like they had already come out with the faster CD-ROM. Anyway, it was a classic. You're mostly focusing on CDs or digital downloads. Forget how easy it is to rip songs. Oh yeah. Hoping your parents still have your emo CDs lying around. Probably. I mean, put them in a box. Although I think it's really easy just to get rid of all that stuff. They take up a lot of space. Companies start to get real ballsy like Nintendo. You're starting to go back to physical media. They can't. Yeah, well, I mean, honestly, that's why I never really fully went digital. The only thing I've fully gone digital on is Steam. You know, which who knows? That seems to be relatively stable, but I've never bought purely digital whatever. If I have the option, it's just too susceptible to spoofing. Or at least if you're buying something digital, just accept the fact that you probably don't own it forever. which, you know, so like to give you a sense, again, like I share this with some amount of trepidation. This is my CD catalog. I have about 1,452 CDs. And I have a catalog that I've filled out. This also helps me understand what CDs I have and what pieces of music. Right, the hardest thing, especially for someone that's a classical music fan, is like, you know, what do I have a copy of Beethoven's Sixth Symphony? Okay, and then if so, what CDs is it on, or whatever? I can find that in here. So, but this is all manual entry, unfortunately. But I've got I'd say it's like half classical and half video game music. You still have your old Fall Out Boy CDs? Nice. And the Vocalist solo albums from 2012? None of the rest. Ah. Yeah, I've got like the Bioshock. Bioshock had a couple CDs. They have a CD that's like music of the era. And then there was an actual CD of music from the game. When I was in Afghanistan, I bought Mozart's like CD collection. So it's like 112 CDs, which is great because, like, you know, I just made that available to everyone. So if people wanted to grab a CD, right, they just grabbed the CD, listen to it, and put it back. But I brought that back with me, and of course I digitized that. So that's why, like, all the music that we listen to here is music that I have purchased and I've uploaded to Google or YouTube Music. Your mother majored in music, obsessed with it, classical. I think she would grab a joy to see my collection. It's pretty robust. I grew up on classical, so I minored in music, and I was probably just a few classes away from a technical major in it. But it was kind of the same thing with French. I also minored in French, but when you looked at the total coursework, it's like, yeah, you know, like I wasn't that far away from a major. All right, it's past 6 o'clock. We should get to reading some Jujutsu Kaisen. All right, we'll get to, so we're, what? We've got 1.5 more sides to go on this round, and then we got one more round after that. So I think we'll be able to finish this tomorrow. That's the goal. We're going to finish that tomorrow. But time to read JJK. Now, the other fun thing will be, I would like to try to figure out how to use up this yarn. There's going to be a lot of yarn left over. There's gonna be a lot of yarn left over from the from the kit that I bought. In fact, like there's like a whole skein here probably of it, just this color. So we'll have to figure out ways to use these up. You grew up on classical too? Nice. Dvorak's 9th. Best ever. Throw it. You'll throw hands over it. Nice. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Let's get reading some Jujutsu Kaisen. We'll do some knitting here. We'll get back to knitting after we read Jujutsu Kaisen. Actually, before we do that, question is, how many people emailed me late on a Friday? Okay. It was really only one topic, but of course there were like 6 emails on it. All right, let's read some Jujutsu Kaisen. I think that's all set. Let's pause the music. 17. No, it wasn't too bad. Thank goodness. Okay. All right. All right, let's hop right to it. The sooner we get started, the sooner we can get done with this. Let's go. Okay, let's read chapter 176 of Jujutsu Kaisen Sendai Colony Part 3. Sendai Colony Part 3. The previous chapter was Okotsu finishing up the battle with Kurourushi, the cockroach. And right as he did that, he revealed that he could use reverse technique. She figured it out, and this sort of thing happened. And apparently that's her moving into attack, because this chapter appears to be now about this person whom we've sort of seen, but not really. She's also kind of invisible. It's weird. Well, I guess we'll find out more. Let's go. Go. Okay, so there we go. So there's Okotsu thinking, Nanda ima no dageki? What is it just now's like attack or impact? Dageki is more like a striking attack. Yeah, that blow, that damage. And you can see, right, he's like standing in a crater. Okay, here comes in a fist. Lots of sound effects. Okay, the other thing we've seen about this person is they're wearing clothes that appear to be invisible. And by that, I mean, like, they make the body parts that they cover invisible, not that the clothes are themselves are invisible. So that's why she looks like this. She's wearing something that causes that part of her body to be invisible. So it's kind of weird. Is she like, it's almost like she's causing the air to be a fabric, like she's pulling a fabric, which is kind of what this looks like, and kind of what this looks like. So maybe well, we'll see. Rather than speculate, let's just read and go. Okay, so he's confused. Ude o henkei sareta. Okay, henkei is like a change of form being made of the arm. So you can see there. Nyon. Nyon is kind of like rubber band kind of sound. So his arm is kind of like getting all noodly. And that is what he is thinking there. Being made, a changing of shape of the arm. Yeah, transformation. Question mark? All right. Now again, right? She's coming in, presumably to try to take Okotsu out right after he finished up with the cockroach, thinking that he'd probably be weak, right? Boom. And remember, there's also still this Elvis dude hanging out there. Ude ga modotteru. Arm returning. So the arm is like back to normal. It's returning to its original state. Ijo nashi. Without abnormality. Itami mo nani mo nai. Even pain not existing. So even with, there's no pain also. Boon boon. So he's kind of shaking his arm to test it out. Tabun 空間をいじる術式でも空間ごと相手を潰したり潰したりはできないよかな? Okay, so probably a technique that twists space, ijiru? To warp, to touch or tamper. Yeah, okay. So probably a technique that touches or tampers space or something, or space itself. But as for crushing the opponent, not possible, I wonder. So it's probably something like this, but not that, maybe. レンズの歪みみたいなエラーを作り出している感じだ。Okay, so like error. All right, let me figure out what error here is. Error? Yeah. Error. And yugami, that is to warp, to distort. Like the distortion of a lens, error, making, manufacturing, feeling. So it's the feeling of manufacturing or causing an error like the distortion of a lens. Or like the warping, distorting of a lens. Okay. So he's just thinking that, trying to figure out what she's doing here. Watashi no jutsu shiki wa ne, sora o men de toraeru no. So as for my technique, with the surface, the sky, being able to touch. Yeah. Being able to seize, being able to grasp the sky as a surface. That's my technique, you know? So indeed, that fits with what we've seen so far. That's her grabbing the air, and you can see it bending. Jutsushiki no kaiji. Jutsushiki no kaiji. So disclosure of technique, meaning she's telling me her technique. Yeah, disclosure. Konna funi, in this sort of a style, in this sort of a manner. So there we go. It's like it's gunin, just like it's a curtain. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Sora, sora kan o mende ka, the sky. Again, the space, the air, space as a surface, question mark. So with this is like the surface of the sky, or, you know, a surface making that of the sky. Nido no kogeki, the two times attack, the two attacks. Dochira mo gado o mushi shite futsu tobasareta. Whichever one it was, so whichever dochira mo gado, yeah, whichever one, the guard ignoring and like made futobasu. To blow off something strongly. To brush away. Yeah, so the two attacks, meaning from earlier, the two attacks that she did with him, whichever one it was, or either way, ignoring of guard, meaning his guarding, his protecting, and made, I guess, like, again, blowing past, brushing away the guard, ignoring the guard. Okay, so that was the first attack. That was the second attack. Sono hen mo men te iu no ni tane ga aru no ka? I guess, like, also thereabouts, the surface, as for, even though saying that, I don't know, a tane exists, question mark? A seed, a material, oh, a trick. That's okay. It's a trick. So even though it's called like surface, thereabouts, it's some sort of trick exists, right? Question mark. Hayaku utte koyo. Okay, this is her thinking. Quickly come and attack. Ichio kikun desu kedo. For the time being, like, it's asking. I mean, like, for the time being, I'll ask. Korasarete mo monku nai hito desu yo ne? Even if being killed, complaints not existing person it is, isn't it? Even if being killed, complaints not existing person it is, isn't it? Okay. Chikara no nai hito nara hisshi ni naru no wa wakaru n desu kedo. Okay, if it's a person without power, if it's a person who doesn't have power, as for becoming desperate, frantic, understanding. But anata mitai na tsuyoi hito nara, if it's a person, a strong person like you, Toritai toki ni ten o toreru. Able to take points at time that wants to take. So basically he's saying like someone as strong as you can take points whenever they want to take them. Sekkyoku teki ni tatakau ryu wa nan desu ka? So ultimately, as for the reason of fighting, what is it? So what's your reason for fighting? Sekkyoku. Proactively. As for the reason for fighting proactively, meaning like seeking out a fight assertively, what is it? Koitsu, this guy. Nani, ima no jutsu shiki ni juniku te sonna jaguaru nano? No, jaguar. Gajua, oh, kajuaru. Kajuaru nano. What is it to like the source, to the technique or to the sorcery now, talking about incarnation, that's sort of casual? Why does she say Juniku there? That's the incarnation, right? Yeah. So what is it? Oh, is she supposed to be an ancient sorcerer, I guess? Yeah, like today's sorcerers. For today's sorcerers, talking about incarnation, I don't know why they're that's sort of casual. Talking about incarnation, it's that sort of casualness. The Juniku literally means to receive flesh. But that this term has been used to talk about the incarnation of the ancient sorcerers in modern day form. So take that as you will. Okay, yeah. Watashira ni totte wa, this is still her talking. As for us, as for concerning us, yomigaeri yo, yomigaeri. It is the yellow fountain returning, or yellow source returning. This is referring to the river of the dead. So this is coming back from the dead. Yomigae. Yeah, so yomigaeru means to be resurrected, but it's not normally these characters. Yomigaeru is normally these sort of characters to be resurrected. Again, this is like literally to return from the yellow. Shoot, what's the name of the follow-on series that Full Metal Alchemist is doing? It's that term. If I type in sticks, it should come up. No, it's not coming up. Okay. Let's see if I can find it in G Show. Sticks. Oh, all right. We'll find it the old-fashioned way. There it is. Yomi. Oh, okay. I guess that maybe that's. Oh, that's interesting. That's. Huh. Okay. Well, that would do it, right? Anyway, yeah. So the yellow fountain, the yellow spring returning. Hades is also Yomi. So there we go. Nanka mukatsuku na. Nanka mukatsuku na. Oh, okay. Somehow making angry, you know? somehow making offended, getting irritated, you know? It's not clear if that's her thinking that about Okotsu or him thinking that about her. This is still her talking though. Ichidome no jinsei ni kui no nai yatsu ga kenjaku no sasoi ni noru wake nai daro. Okay, so like a lifetime. Okay, so again, she's saying, as for us, so again, she's sort of confirming that she's one of the ancient sorcerers coming back to life. For a lifetime, for the first lifetime, Ichidome, first and lifetime. For the first lifetime, person without hatred or without detesting. Oh, regret. A person without regret in the first lifetime. Invitation of Kenjaku, like I guess receiving reason does not exist. Right? So there's no way someone would get an invitation from Kenjaku, a person that didn't have regrets in their first lifetime. Okay, so that makes sense. So the question again, which he asked, was, why are you fighting? And she's saying basically, we've come back to life for us, and Kenjaku wouldn't invite someone that didn't have any regrets in their first lifetime. Shimetsu Kaiyu wa 2度目の人生の第一段階に過ぎない. As for the Death Annihilation rotating game, it's nothing more than the first level of the second lifespan. It's more than the number one level of a second life. Nothing more than that. Yeah. For the first level, the first step of a second life. なんせ手引きしてるのが賢弱なんだからね。At any rate, anyhow, as for the one doing tebiki, it is Kenjaku. Tebiki, pulling the hand? Oh, guiding. As for the one doing the guiding or the instructing, it's Kenjaku. That's why, you know? あらゆる事態を想定して点は取っておくべきよ。All circumstances doing sote. As for points, doing supposition about all circumstances ought to be taking. Ought to be capturing. Ought to be capturing. As for points, ought to be capturing. And as for points, doing supposition, a hypothesis, and like all things, all circumstances, and ought to be capturing the points. Basically, like, get points. That's the assumption. Making the assumptions about everything, it's get points. That's what you should be doing. 友達とか恋人とかいないんですか? Friends and things like that, lovers and things like that, not existing? Like, do you not have any friends or lovers? Huh? What? 僕も少し前まで友達がいなかったけど I also, up until a little bit previously, friends not existed. But, so I didn't have friends. I also did not have friends up until recently. But, 全く共感できない. Holy Kyokan is not possible. Kyokan is like sympathy, same feelings. Yeah, sympathy is not possible. So basically, I also didn't have friends until recently, but I can't, it's not possible for me to sympathize, meaning with you. Ah, この感じ. Yeah, this feeling. 激鱗の隣をなぞられているような. This feeling, this sensation, it's in the manner of なぞられて. Of tracing, following the neighbor of Gekirin. Imperial Wrath? Okay, whatever Gekirin is, even in this phrase of Gekinin ni fureru, incurring the wrath of your boss, incurring the wrath of your superior. This feeling, it's in the manner of being like next to furiousness, the neighbor of like imperial wrath. So clearly she doesn't like Okotsu. Kui ga aru kara te, regret existing because of that. Nanbyaku nen, nansen nen goshi ni, several hundred or several thousand years later, hito made koroshite, to the point of killing people, saying that regrets exist, and that's why, killing to the point of killing people hundreds and thousands of years later. Nande jibun nanka no tame ni hisshi ni narun desu ka? How or why, for oneself or whatever's purposes, desperately becoming is it? How is it becoming desperate for the purposes of oneself like that much, I guess? Or how is it? Yeah. So, right, basically, how can you be so desperate to be killing people hundreds or thousands of years later, even if you have regrets? We get a flashback here to something. Omae, you, Fujiwara no ningen ka? Are you a Fujiwara human? What's the Fujiwara again? I don't remember. Biki? That's kind of a cracking sound. I don't think she's happy. Also, there's like lots of veins popping out, so that's probably not good. Yeah, veins. Omaera no you na ketsuzoku ni, to a blood lineage, a blood family like you, in the manner of you guys. Okay, whatever the Fujiwara is. To a blood lineage, a blood family in the manner of you guys, presumably Fujiwara. Nani ga wakaru? What do you understand? So what would a blood lineage, blood family like you understand? I don't think I have forgotten at this point what the Fujiwara reference is. Ketsuzoku. Yeah, blood relative. All right. She clearly is not a fan of the Fujiwara. Oh. Okay. Now we're switching. Remember, this guy was also watching. We got introduced to these people when we shifted over to Sendai. Granite brasto. I guess that's granite blast, like stone blast. Okay, it's coming out of his hair, his pompadour. All right. She is like pulling reality over her. Ooh. So again, these were the two people, or two of the people with the higher point values in Sendai. We saw that in the introduction. But they had been watching all the other battles happening up until this point. So, anyway. Juan. Oops, crap, sorry. So we get devastation there up at the top, and then it literally is like a cannon from his head. That's terrible. Okay, well. "目の前でそんなイチャつかれたら、俺だって腹が減るんぜ." In front of the eyes, before the eyes, that sort of ichatsu, if it's that sort of that happening. Ichatsu. Icha. Quibbling? No. Oh, flirting? Icha is to flirt. Ichamon is like... Oh, there it is. Ichatsuku. To flirt with. Or to dally. Okay. So yeah, before the eyes, if it's that sort of flirting or dallying, if it's me, talking about me, I'm getting hungry. The stomach is emptying. I'm getting hungry. I don't know. Hey, Jura, how's it going? Yeah, a couple more days. Ocho ka? That roof? Kanari chikaku ni itta wa ne? Very close, isn't it? Itawa. Oh, that's like existed very close, isn't it? So I guess she wasn't expecting him to be that close. Koukeki hani ga hiroi. Ishigori ka? Okay, so the attack span or scope is wide. So he has a wide range of wide area attack. Ishigori? Question mark? Ishigori. Stone flowing? Or is that the name? I don't remember what this guy's name is anymore. Is it Ishigori? Okay, it is. Ishigori Ryu. So dragon stone flow. So he knows the names of the two people. So he knows the name of the strong players, and so that's why he's like, wide range of attack. Is that Ishigori? All right. スタジアムにいる人たちはリカが守っているとはいえ We're gonna go with, yeah, although. As for people existing inside the stadium, Rika is the one protecting. So although it's that way. So although Rika is protecting the people in the stadium, we saw that in previous chapters, このレベルの攻撃が超撃すれば何人かは死ぬまずはIshigoriから With this level of attack, if do, I guess, like a direct attack, a chokugeki? A direct hit. With this level of attack, if do a direct hit, as for how many people will die, as for first, it's Ishigori, that's why. Okay, so I guess Okotsu is deciding that this guy is more this guy is more dangerous because he has a wide area attack. So he's thinking he should take him out first. Kurourushi to Doruvu ga kieta ima ishigori o oyogasu ryu wa nai. Okotsuro Otsumoro tomo. Okay, so she is thinking Kurourushi and Doruvu being gone, vanishing. So now, as for a reason to allow to swim Ishigori, it does not exist. Okay, so she's basically saying, like, because those other two, the bug and the guy that Okotsu took out, well, he took out both of those, because they're gone, now a reason to like let him live, I guess, does not exist. Oyogasu is to let swim. Or let someone go free. And then Okotsu Morotomo. So Okotsu altogether, Karu will hunt. So she's basically saying she's going to hunt, I guess, like both of them. Okotsu together with Ishigori. All right, so we're going to have a three-way attack here. Boom. 俺を相手に真正面から突っ込むのか? So me, as an opponent, from the direct front, like this is like penetrating or rushing into, meaning basically like he's rushing directly at me as an opponent from the front. Sweeto. Yes. Ize Okotsu. That's great, Okotsu. B. All right. Do, do, do. Gwa. B. Bagu or baka. B. Oh, okay. They're heat seeking a la Dragon Ball. Done. Gyu. Dodo. I guess it's a gyuwa. All right, he's like sort of dodging, rolling or something. Baga. Goon. All right, swinging on a pole. That doto. Doto. It's him landing or bouncing. Oh, all right, another barrage coming in here. Oh. Oi, oi. Gakkari sasenna. Hey, hey. Gakkari. Oh. I guess like don't make me feel disappointed. Gakkari sasenna. Don't make me disappointed. Don't disappoint me. Ine, not existing, meaning he's not there. All right. Yes, indeed. Soka. Asoko wa saki okotsu ga ana o. Okay, so I see. As for that place earlier, Okotsu a hole. So flashback, what Okotsu did was made a hole, and people fled down there. Bo. もう少しコンパクトに戦ってください. A little bit more compactly, please fight. Please fight a little bit more compactly. I guess mean like not wide, not hirogaru. それで腹いっぱいになんのか、お骨? With that, what will do hara ippai? Isn't that just like being really hungry? Oh no, that's to be full. それで腹いっぱいになんのか. Yeah, I guess what is it that will fill you up with that, okotsu? Or like with that, meaning like coming in close? Is it being satisfied? Is it being full? Okotsu? Okay, so clearly he has a thing about stomachs. All right, that was the end of the chapter. Fujiwara. Do I need to read this? Just Gojo sensei wa is that Sugawara? Sugawara te ma donna demo ii sensei no ii katachigai kamo. So when she mentioned the Fujiwara, that's what we didn't get the response. He was thinking Fujiwara. As for Gojo sensei, it's saying Sugawara. Well, whatever. Maybe it's a different way of saying it from sensei. So he doesn't know. He doesn't, just like me. I have no idea what that is. Oh no, okotsu jibun ni kyomi nachisugi. Like, I guess he doesn't have interest. Plus, Gojo shinyo nansasugi. And something about maybe trusting too much Gojo sensei. I don't know. Don't care. All right, that was the end of chapter 167. Next, 177. We'll see what we're going to... Who knows? Who knows if the other lady will wait and watch. We'll find out next time. All right. All right. Sometimes. All right. All right, let's get back to some knitting here. Doctor Who scarf double knit now. Galaxy Express 39 Eternal next. All right. Ooh, it would help if I moved back over. All right. Yeah. Sorry for ignoring. If it's not about the manga chapter, I'm not going to respond to dialogue. Sorry. I just don't want to have to delete that stuff out of YouTube later. All right. So, what kind of weekend? Yes, an edging weekend. We're doing edging on our crochet. It's a joke. We got to... Where do we get? We're still on row 3. We got maybe a little less than half of row of, wait, no. We have 2 rows left. 2 rounds left. Halfway done with this, with with one, and we have one more after that. So we still have a ways to go. We'll finish tomorrow. Oh yeah, and I usually forget to change the category over. I don't sweat it. If I remember, I remember. If I don't, it'll be right within about an hour, like it is now. So, okay. Speaking of, don't forget, hey, if you're not already following Sharandria, click the heart icon, check out the next stream. Doing some diamond painting today. I'm working on a very cute witch reading some books, having tea. Very lovely. But also art and video games. And you'll be well hydrated. All right, where are we? We're on row 61. All right. I feel like I should kind of finish the edging. One, two, three. Oh, another ad break. That happened. All right. 2 and 2. All right, 2 and 2. Actually, we got like 2 sets of windows to go through here. We're still on the first set of windows. 2 and 2. We got 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 2 and 2. You got that? 3 and 1, 3 and 1, 2 and 2. All right. All right, and we're doing just normal until the end. All right. Looking good. We got a TARDIS coming in here. Okay. I need to take a quick break. I'll be right back. Hey, Ebony. Yeah, we're scarf knitting. I think... I don't know. I kind of want to go back to the crochet. But whatever. I think it's going to be a another painfully quiet day. All right. All right, let's see. All right, we're gonna do 7. Right, 7. And we're gonna reverse a stitch. And we got another 7. Okay. And we pretty much are doing the same thing. Two and one, three and one. Okay, three and two, two and two. Three and two. Two and two. All right, there we go. Warp, warp, warp. Oops. All right. What the hell is this? All right, row 63. Oh, well, I'm thinking about it though. Let's see, we're finishing off that Galaxy Express chapter. Okay, that should be fine. I did want to see. I never looked at how chapter 3 was arrayed here. Okay, yeah, I don't know what that is. Deluxe. Oh. Okay. Row 63. All right, so we actually are doing something different here. this yarn. What is it, 9? We're gonna do 9. Okay. Oops. We got probably what? 14? 14. 15.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Every time with this yarn, this is awful. Hey, Alpaca, how's it going? Happy weekend. Hope you're having a good one. Congratulations, you won something. I forget what it was. Oh, you got the postcard today. Nice. Which one? I'm glad to hear that. Hey, Pork. How's it going?
Go!
There we go. You won, won a wood block print? Won a wood block print for the month. So another one will be headed your way at some point. Oh, man. Pork, how you doing? Ready for the weekend?
This is a Japanese knife that my sister-in-law gave me, and it's used for harikiri or kukisaki or whatever that's called.
It's been a week. Yeah, I feel.
Vegetables, depending on what your mood is.
Depending on your mood. Yeah, I hope it's a good weekend. Need weekend. You guys got any big plans? Just gonna lay low. Oh, always the Yuki Kukisaki. Yeah, I need the rest. Yeah, that's a good idea. I got it. Next week is gonna be very exhausting too. It's like, ugh. Haven't had an elevator a couple weeks. You're icky. Oh no. Well, the easy way to solve that is not to go anywhere. Just stay put. Friends are putting together a movie screening. Oh, nice. Projecting it in their house so you can watch it outside. Nice. All fun. That's cool. Do you know what the movie is? Oh, you gotta walk the dogs, yeah. You'd be embedded in the couch, yeah. If all goes well, like, I'm not gonna leave my place today. Did I? No, I did leave yesterday. I had music practice. But today and tomorrow, I don't have to leave, so I don't plan on leaving. Speaking of, time to walk the doggos. Time to walk the doggos. All right. No idea. I've been led to believe it's a silly movie. Like, is that actually Snarknado or is it Sharknado? I'm familiar with Sharknado, but it wouldn't surprise me if there wasn't a movie called Snarknado. Okay, so it is Sharknado. Yeah, Snarknado would be pretty funny. Or Snarknoad. Or Snarknaod. Take away the keyboard. No regrets. Wait a minute. Okay, this is correct. Snarknado. Well, I'm sure it'll be awesome. What's the weather been like? I guess if you do it in the evening, it might not be so bad. Today it's a lot cooler here, so it'd actually be kind of nice. Yesterday and this morning it was raining. It's much cooler. Tomorrow isn't supposed to be too bad either. Nice. They're also near water, so you might actually need a sweater. Oh, nice. Wow. Yeah, in August. Shock. Yeah, today's high here was like 73. Pretty crazy. Especially since like this entire week has been mid-90s. Big cold front moving through a lot of the area, at least on the East Coast. This summer has been very wet here so far. It's been kind of nice. Humidity has been brutal, but it's nice not to have to go out and water stuff. Which really hasn't been much need to water stuff outside, which is nice. You'll take it? Feels nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was at home yesterday and today to attend this online seminar thing, and I kept my air conditioning warmer. I normally turn off my air conditioning when I'm not home, when I'm at work, but I just ticked it up like 4 or 5 degrees, and it wasn't too bad. Especially today. Okay, we've got 2-in-1, 2-in-1, and 3-in-1.
Hello there.
You've had your windows open all day? Oh, nice. I wasn't that brave. Although it would have been doable, that's for sure. In one. Three and two. We're starting on the second deck of windows here. Okay, and we got 2 and 2. Okay. Did we just listen to this? Did the music repeat or something? Oh. Okay. Yeah, we're on the second deck of windows now. So row 65. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's go ahead and do row 65. Make sure we did okay on our windows there. It looks like it. These three lines go all the way down. These are the windows. All right, we're back to basically mimicking what we see, but it's 3132. That was weird. How did that almost come off? Oh. 313122. Oh, got an ad break. Sorry. Distracted. Okay, we're on the last bit for this row. We're going 13 stitches. And then we're reversing. Basically right before the end. Okay. There we go. TARDIS is popping in nicely. That's looking good. We're now down below the second window set. Let's move our "we are here." We're now down to like here. Look at that. Already made some good distance. Looking good. All right. Let me untangle. It's pretty tangled there. Or twisted. It's not tangled, it's twisted. All right. So that was row 65. We're on to row 66. We got about 4 more rows of the windows. And then we get down to the doors. So we're sort of halfway through the TARDIS. Well, soon. Soon we'll be halfway through the TARDIS. Disconnected. Connected. I don't know what that's about. All right. Yeah. Now we're finishing off this chapter, so you're back. Made fancy dinner. Ooh, nice. Aw. Oh, that sounds lovely. What'd you make? Oof. I'm sore. Oh. Ooh, chicken Alfredo. That sounds lovely. Mmm. Excellent. I hope it was delicious. Nice to be able to do like a formal dinner, like actually have dinner. I feel like I only do that whenever I go out or when I'm back in St. Louis with family. Otherwise, it's like very informal. Better than you expected, even better. Excellent. Hard to just focus on each other with no distractions. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that vacation's affording that opportunity. It's something harder and harder to kind of get. No distractions. Okay. Speaking of distractions. Oh, man. All right. Yeah. Okay. Where were we with this? We're like on prologue 2. We're halfway through prologue 2. So Eternal, this is volume 5. Prologue 2 or 2. Hey.
Every day's a good day when you paint.
Posting this to get rid of this constant notification.
Hey, sure, Miss Fire. Thank you so much for the Prime. 3 months. Wait a minute. Hold on. That puts us at level 2. There we go. Look at that. Already on our way. Thank you so much. Hey, yeah, thank you. That was very cool. I appreciate that. Yeah, we just reset our counter up there. Since we're back, we're starting on a new month already, right? August, like, ugh. I have to think about whether I want to create new graphics. I'm not going to create a new graphic every time, but it is kind of fun having little stuff up there that appears as the month goes on and as people subscribe and do stuff. I got to figure out how to automate that also, so I'm not like manually changing it every time. Okay, let's go ahead and where is... Oh. Yeah, deleting that. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, what was this? A 3D control display that, Sada. I really should learn how to pronounce this kanji. Saka, Tsuka Sadoru, to control, to govern the space railway web, everything of this world. All right. Cool. All right, let's do it. Okay, let's finish off Prologue 2 in Volume 5 of Galaxy Express United Eternal. Prologue chapters here again. 2, this is Shihatsueki, the starting station, Destiny Kohen. Destiny, the latter part. And we met Destiny, and she took them to the control room, and there was all this stuff, all the trains, there's the control room, and then the inside where she said that this was a 3D display that controls the governing of the space railway web, everything of this world, everything in the universe. So there we go. That's where we had paused. So let's finish off the prologue chapter 2 here. I guess we're going to get a closer look at this thing. これが全宇宙に広がっている銀河鉄道の全体図。全体図. Like the entire physical map? Body map? No, 体図. Okay, how to pronounce this? I guess, actually, it's Zentai. Yeah, I guess it's just Zentai Zoo. So this thing, for the entire, or in the entire universe, expanding, spreading, galaxy railways, entire map. So Tetsuro is saying, like, this is it. This is the entire map of the galaxy railway that spreads throughout all the universe. This thing. So, indeed, yes, it is that way. Tetsuro. あなたがこれを見ることは二度とないわ。You, looking at this thing, as for the event of you looking at this thing, I guess a second time will not exist. Like, you won't be able to see this a second time? あなたがこれを見ることは二度とないわ。Yeah, she's saying, as for the event of you looking at this thing, like, a second time will not exist. よく見て覚えておきなさい. Well, look and remember, and okinasai, like please on purpose, is a request. It's like, please on purpose, remember, look well and remember it. いつかこれがあなたを助けるはず. Someday, this thing, you saving ought to. So someday this thing should save you. Okay. We're getting upside down here. Oh, actually, that's not the right spot. なんだか変な関係? No. 関係? All right, I have no idea how to pronounce that. Kankaku. Sensation. なんだか変な感覚だな。どこが上やら. So somehow it's a strange sensation, isn't it? What or where is up? Basically, which direction is up? Yada there, I guess, just uncertainty. Which way is up? Which way is up? And then we get doko ga shita yara? Which way is down? And doko ga yoko yara wakaranai. And what direction is sideways? Don't understand. I have no idea. I will not flip the book upside down for that one. All right. Oh. All right. And we get another full page. All right. So we're getting this. We'll see what this is about. And Tetsuro is remarking something. So. メーテルとレイラさんが近づいて話をしてるとまるで一人のように見える. Okay. So Meiteru and Ms. Layla approaching, nearing, and doing story. When that happens, it's as if one person in that manner is visible. So Meiteru and Ms. Layla, when they're talking closely, meaning together, near each other, they look as though they are one person. So that is both supposed to be there. You can see Meiteru in her hair, and this thing is all like Layla, I guess. Meno nani haku janai yo ne, mi-kun? Sakaku. Optical illusion, hallucination, delusion. So an optical illusion, a hallucination of the eyes, isn't it? You know, Mi-kun? So he's checking with Mi-kun like, I'm not seeing things, am I, Mi-kun? Meow, meow. Okay, very cool. All right, we get another full page. There they are talking to each other. And Tetsuro's up here. これでエメラルダスが現れたら一体どういうことになるんだろう? Okay, so with this, Emeraldus, if appearing, how the hell becoming event, or what does it become, I wonder? What the hell sort of event does it become? Like, what the hell is going on if Emeraldus appears with this? Which I guess means like, sort of like if this is what happens when they're talking closely together, what would happen when you add Emeraldus, who kind of also looks like them? Emeraldus to Meiteru wa kyou shimai. Shimai suru to Reira-san wa dare ni naru nda? As for Emeraldus and Meiteru, sisters. Therefore, as for Ms. Reira, becoming who? Who does she become? Dare ni naru? Yeah. As for Ms. Layla, how does it become, or who does she become, I wonder? Or is it? And now, interesting too, Emeraldus and Meiteru, they're sisters, Shimai. I don't know that we've ever gotten that necessarily fully identified like that, but all right. Oh, it's Tetsuo upside down. Oh, sorry. And Genjitsu-kan no mataku nai? The like present feeling is mataku nai. It's wholly not. Genji-kan, the present reality. Genjitsu-kan, the sense of reality wholly not existing. Yeah, it's like matakunai. So I guess wholly not existing, the sense of reality right now. Kore wa wow. Yomi no kuni mitai na tokoro nano kana? As for this thing, it's the underworld, like that place. I wonder, I guess. As for this place, it's like the underworld. It's a place like the underworld. So we literally just saw this in Jujutsu Kaisen that we read. Yomi no Kuni. Yomi is Hades. So the basically the country of the underworld, it's like a place like that, isn't it? I wonder, I guess. Kokoro ga mawatte wakaranai. The heart, mind, spirit turns or spins, I guess, turns and don't know. Okay, so he's still feeling like everything is, he can't figure out what's up, what's down. Again, the present reality feeling it's wholly not existing. He can't tell what's going on. It's like a place like the underworld, and the kokoro is turning and not understanding. Okay. Tetsuro-kun, shibaraku koko de yasunde nasai. So, Tetsuro, for a while in this place, rest. So she's making a request here, like rest a bit here. Watashi wa mensetsu no oshigoto ga arimasu. As for me, some sort of business or work exists. So she has something to do. Mensetsu. An interview? As for me, interview work exists. Surinai no teiki maintenance ga owaru made yo. Ichiban kurai. Okay, so the 3 nines, like this is like regularly scheduled maintenance until it's done, you know, about one night, to the extent of one night. Teiki. Yeah, it's just like a fixed time maintenance, fixed period maintenance. So when they first got here, Shasho said that the train stopping time was going to be Destiny's volition, Destiny's will. Now Meiteru is basically saying, well, Destiny is basically saying, rest here a while. Again, work of an interview exists. And Meiteru is saying, until the like scheduled maintenance is finished, about one evening. Mensetsu te shōjiki suru hito demo iru no? Yeah, basically stay a while and listen. Stay a while. Shōjiki? It's not shōjiki. This is seeking employment. I just don't remember how to place it, pronounce it. Shōshoku. Shūshoku. So saying interview, shūshoku hito demo iru no? Even people seeking employment exist. So like there's people seeking employment here. Or I guess finding employment here. Koko wa. Okay, so Tetsuro freaks out. As for this place, he's got a tear in his eye. So he's like, this place. Oh. Boku no ie da. It's my house. It's my home. So this is like his, from the first series. Oh, look at him dropping his luggage. Ka-san to kurashite ita to-san mo ita. With mother lived, and father also existed. So basically, it's my house where I lived with mom and where dad was too. Surinai ni noru tame ni tabidatsu toki ka-san to soto e dete kono boku ga gaki o kakete deta boku no ie da. Okay, so for the purposes of riding on the 3-9, the time of starting out on a journey. Yeah, so the time of starting out on a journey for the purposes of riding on the 3-9 with mom to the outside going, this me, something a brat, it's my house. Ki o kaketereta. Kaketeru? Gaki o kakete. Oh, wait. Is kagi? No. Yeah, kagi. Oh, like locking the door. No, not gaki. Not brat. It's kagi, the key. Kagi o kakete. And I still put in gaki. Yeah. Locking the door and going out my house. So, wait a minute. With mom going outside, this me, like locking the door and going out my house. I'm trying to remember back to the original series, which is now well over a year that we read that first chapter where he and his mom are walking out in the snow. She gets killed by the count and mounted and all that crap. Were they headed for the 3-9? Or was it something they were just talking about and they were trying to get back home? I don't remember. Because obviously they were too poor to get on the train. And it was only Meiteru who finds him that then gets him the pass, etc. But this makes it sound like the time that's starting out on a journey for the purposes of riding on the 3-9, going out with mom, me, going out, locking the door of my house. I guess that was it. I guess maybe they were leaving their house to get on the 3-9. I just don't really remember anymore. 母さんが最後に床を拭いた時のバケツだ。Mother, the final time, I guess like wiping, cleaning the floor times bucket. So the bucket of the time of wiping the floor, the final time that mom did. It is yuka, right? Yuka, the floor. Yeah, floor. And I guess it's fuku to wipe. Oh, where's that fuku? There we go, that fuku. Oh, look at this. 家にいたみーくんだよ. Wait a minute. みーくんとそっくりなみーくんだな. Oh, okay. And it's the mi-kun that existed at home, you know? With mi-kun, spitting image mi-kun it is. Okay. So, me, and that's a meow. So Tetsuro is saying, and then it's the mi-kun that existed in my house. It's the spitting image of mi-kun. So it's not the same cat. Taberu mono ga nakute. Food not existing. So no food. Ka-san to boku to mi-kun de wakeate tabete ta. Me and mom and mi-kun with us, I guess, splitting together and eating. So I guess they used to divide the food. Wakeate? Yeah, to share. Splitting together and eating with mi-kun, me, and mom. Demo mi-kun wa karara ga chisakatta kara taeryoku ga nakute. Oh, tae kirenakute shinjatta. Oh, okay. However, as for mi-kun, the body, because it was small, physical strength, nakute, becoming nothing, not existing, and basically not able to endure, gave out endurance, and died. Sad. Miko no tairyoku ga nakute tae kirenakute. Yeah, this is like to not be able to endure. Physical strength becoming nothing, not being able to endure, and died. Aw. Demo, doshite koko e? But why to this place, or how to this place? Ano yoru to onaji yuki. With that evening, same snow. So he says, like, it's the same snow as like on that night. All right, he's going to the door. ... Bah. Goes open the door, and the map is out there.
Ha 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 ha.
I don't think that's an appropriate reaction, Don. Okay. Natsukashi daro to omotte, anata no omoide o saiken shite oita kedo, kaette karai kako o omoide sasete shimatta you desu ne. Okay, so nostalgic, probably thinking. Thinking it's probably nostalgic, right? Your memories doing like revival of. So did an oite, like on purpose or in advance, did revival of your memories, thinking, oh, it'll be nostalgic, right? But aete here is some sort of conjunction. Yeah, on the contrary. So she's, again, like, did this on purpose, revival of your memories, thinking it's going to be nostalgic, right? But on the contrary, bitter past, making remember did, and then shimata, meaning like, oops, regret, it appears, isn't it? It appears I've, like, you know, made you remember painful memories, bitter memories. Naze boku no abara ie o shitteru desu ka? Why my rundown house being familiar with? Why do you know about my rundown house? Abara. Oh, is it abaraya? Abaraya. Yoku shittemasu. Knowing it well. I know it well. Anata ga umareru mae no koto mo. Even events before being born you. So you being born before events also. I'm well familiar with it, even about you before you were born, which she alluded to in the earlier part of the chapter. Otou-san no koto mo, okaa-san no koto mo. Even things about your mom, your dad, even things about your mom. Umarete kuru koto no nakata imoto-san no koto mo. And not having come to be born, little sister events also. So I also know about your little sister who wasn't able to be born, wasn't born. Demo, karai omoide o misete shimatte gomen nasai, kaeshimashou. However, bitter, painful memories making see. And again, the shimao, regret. I'm sorry. Let's vanish. Let's erase it. So basically, I'm sorry for making you relive, see bitter memories. Let me erase it. Matte. Wait. And he's saying matte in the sense of matte kudasai. So he's being actually kind of a little polite with that. Matte. Heiki desu. It's fine. It's calm. It's composure. Makemasen. I guess I won't lose. I won't lose. Can that mean something else? Won't be defeated, won't give in, won't be inferior, won't surrender. Anyway. 久しぶりに僕の家で寝たいです. For a little bit, in my house, went to sleep. I went to sleep in my house for a little bit. 父さんや母さんも一緒みたいな気もするし、みーくんもいるから. Dad and mom also together like that. Feeling also will do. Mi-kun also existing, that's why.
I also want to sleep in my house a bit.
Yeah, it would be nice to sleep in my house a bit. So like I have a hunch it'll feel like sleeping together with mom and dad because Mi-kun will be there too. So that's why he wants to sleep in the house. SPG. What was SPG? SPG no. Shibosha? Candidate, applicant. Significant player gains? No. Oh, this is like an announcement coming over. Oh, okay, so this is like a candidate for the SPG, whatever the SPG is. What would that be? What? Related to where they are. I'm trying to think, like Galaxy Express, Galaxy Railway. Anyway, maybe we'll. Oh, here we go. He's gonna ask down here. SPG no shibosha ga taikishitsu ni oide ni naremashita. Taiki Shitsu. Oh, like the alert standby room. Taiki. Yeah. Taiki Shitsu ni oide ni narimashita. Has become like existing or staying in the alert standby room, the candidate for the SPG. So again, that's like an announcement for her. So that's why it's oide ni narimashita. Has become that. So, yahari, wakamono wa kitta. I see, or indeed, as expected, as for that young person came. As expected, that young person came. SPG. Oh, there we go. Space Panswa. I'm glad the English is here because Panswa I would never have gotten as Panzer. Panswa Grenada. So the Space Panzer Grenadier. That's the SPG. Space Panswa Grenada. Ginga Tetsuro o mamoru Kukan Soko Tekidan Hei. It's the space armored something soldier protecting the Galaxy Railway. Tekidan. Oh, grenade warrior, a grenadier. A grenade warrior, yes, that would be what they call a grenadier. Yeah. So yes, the grenadier, the grenade warrior, space armored grenadier that protects the Galaxy Railway. That is the Space Panswa Grenada. Reira-san ga namida o. So Ms. Layla tears. So namida o nagasu or something like that. She's crying. Tears. Kanashii unmei mo zettai ni kaeru koto wa dekinai. Even sad destiny, even sad fate, absolutely, as for the event of changing, not possible. So she's unable, or it's not that she's unable, but it's the impossibility of the event of changing sad fates, sad destiny. あの人はそれを知っていて、務めを果たすこの世で一番辛い存在。Fulfilling that duty and knowing that thing in this world, the most painful, bitter existence. Okay, so as we were arriving here, they were talking about how this place is so sad and all the tears and stuff. And now we're getting why. Because even for sad fates, absolutely, it's not possible to change it. So as for that person, as for her, knowing that and accomplishing her duty and knowing that in this world, it's the most painful, bitter existence. Well, all right, on that note, that's the end of prologue 2 here. So Tetsuro's going to sleep in his replica of his house. We'll get our closing paragraph. There will be a prologue 3. What do we have? その夜, that evening, 哲郎は自分の家の自分のベッドで安らかに寝た。Okay, as for Tetsuro, one's own house's one's own bed, in there, peacefully slept. So as for Tetsuro, in the bed, in his own bed of his own house, peacefully slept. 光や時間を追い越す時が来たとしても、もう二度とこのベッドは寝ることはないと夢の中で思いながら寝た。Light and time surpassing time, even if it comes, again a second time, in this bed, sleeping event not existing, that, in the middle of a dream, while thinking, slept. Okay, so Tetsuro slept while he imagined or dreamed or thought about, in the middle of a dream or having a dream, that in this bed, as for sleeping, will not exist. I won't sleep in this bed again a second time. Even whenever arrives the time of surpassing light and time. So again, let me try that again. I think it mostly makes sense. Even when the time arrives of surpassing or excelling light and time, the second time in this bed sleeping will not occur. He slept while dreaming or imagining that in a dream, something like that. 父さんも機械宿泊に殺された母さん。Well, let me make sure I've got 宿泊 right. This should be count. No. Hakushuku. Oh, no, hakushaku. Hakushaku. Yeah, there we go. Hakushaku. 父さんも機械伯爵に殺された母さんも家の中にいるような気がして。Okay, so feeling like, or having the mood, or having a hunch that in the manner of existing inside the house, even mom and wait. Yeah, even mom who was killed by the machine count, and even dad. So even dad and even mom who was killed by the machine count in the manner of existing inside the house, feeling like. So it did feel like that for him, doing that. 心ゆくまで寝た。心ゆくまで。To one's heart content. Kokoro yuku means to be completely satisfied or contented. So he slept to his heart's content, completely satisfied or contented, feeling like inside the house was existing his dad and his mom who was killed by the machine count. Okay. Oh. Unmei ni tsukarete. No, dakarete. Unmei ni dakarete netteru you na sonna ki mo shita. Okay. By fate, by destiny, being hugged, sleeping in that manner, that sort of a mood or whatever also did. So it also felt like he was sleeping in the manner of sleeping while being embraced by destiny. All right. Well, there we go. Oh, that's kind of sad. And just get the little Mikun ears peeping out over the blankets. All right. Well, that's the end of Prologue 2. Again, next time will be, even though the prologues were called the first part and the second, or the latter part, there is now a part 2 of Prologue 3. That will be the next time, though. And I think that's the last of the prologues. And then we have 5 chapters after that that are kind of like ancillary material. So we'll continue here with Prologue 3. We'll see what happens next time. All right. Yeah, it was sad. Kind of sad. Oh. Yeah, very sad. Hey, Danielle. Poor Tetsuro. You know, it's kind of also sad is we never got closure on any of that. We'll never get closure. We'll never see Tetsuro surpass light and time. I guess we just have to kind of imagine that. Alrighty. Well, hey, that's going to do it for us for today. All right. I would like to hang on longer, but today was mentally exhausting and I need to crawl into bed. So don't forget, this is Friday, right? See, that's what kind of week it's been. Don't forget. Wait, what? There we go. Don't forget, Chicken Meister will be streaming later. Woodblock print stuff. Definitely want to check that out. How's that going on, Chicken? Are you working on the transcription still? We will be trying to do this and the eyeballs at some point, hopefully in the next week or so. I would like to get those. You're almost done with the tracing. Oh, excellent. Good. Well, hang in there. Every little bit helps, right? Oh, really? Wow. That's great. Carving next weekend for sure. Do you know how many blocks or whatever it's going to be at this point? You'll have the key block, but then like how many color blocks it might be? That's awesome news. Oh, okay. You haven't been. All right. Oh, good luck. That looks complicated. All right. Well, there we go. Let's go. We're going to go raid Amu. It's Friday. Amu's a good Friday target. Amu is probably working on making little otter nuggets or something. Oh, she's making hats for the otters. All right. Grab a raid message. Grab your preferred raid message. We're going to go raid Amu. So that's going to do it for us for today. I may not be able to make it on early tomorrow. I've got a lot of work to do, and next week is going to be brutal at work. I've got like a 3-day conference that I was not expecting to be a part of, and I've got to handle that. I've got some papers to finish off, and so I'm a little bit nervous about next week. So I might be trying to do some stuff tomorrow as opposed to getting on early and playing some Bonanza. We'll see. Maybe I'll get on an hour or two sooner and play some Bonanza or something, but we'll see. We will try to finish off our crochet tomorrow, and we will be doing maybe some amigurumi coming up. That's likely to be next. So stand by for amigurumi and that sort of a thing. Have a good one. Again, thank you everyone for hanging out. Have a great start to your weekend. Stay safe, stay well, stay hydrated, stay cool, all that great stuff. And